Let all those that were asking, that were saying, we're a march and march is funded by Israel and all of that, especially political parties, let them show us who's funding them. I'm not talking about individuals. You media, nina ne aspetela ne luna la reportela lo. You are not a journalist. You know, there used to be a time whereby you could rely on information and journalistic integrity. You could rely on the stories that were told. You could rely on reading something, and you trusted the integrity of what was written based on the journalistic integrity, consistent journalistic integrity of the media house or the person that is behind that piece or that information. I know, Luna, you are propagandists, Luna. You are propagandists. You are cheap. Li cheap ya mpelo. Bakaluyeta li cheap ya mpelo. Luna the journalist. Li cheap man. So ufanda Israel. You are lazy to think. You are lazy to think. Go on, Jacinta. And I've been saying that Israel and Palestine. Why should we accommodate a fight between Israel and Palestine? It's none of our business. They shouldn't even be fighting here. They should be. This is not Middle East here. So why should we be entertaining and taking sides between Palestine and Israel? It's none of our business. Our struggle is this one of illegal foreigners and illegal invasion by illegal foreigners permitted and allowed by our current government. We should actually qualify that it's by design. And the ANC led GNU, or the ANC, let's just say the ANC, are all culpable and complicit in this mess. And I agree, no mango besoguti. On the 30th of June, if there should be any mishap, we are blaming the government. You have allowed situations to happen the way they are. You have allowed it to get to the point where it is now, to the boiling point where it is now. The same way that the crisis yako eThekwini, the crisis of those 30,000 plus Malawians, the more they repatriate others, the more numbers increase. That crisis of a temporary refugee center in KZN. It's your fault, government. It's your fault. You have allowed the situation to accumulate over the years, and you've been told all this time. So you're not going to blame us as citizens. Yeah, of course, and Tateka Chalia, Kachakacha, Spider-Man, Spyros, Mr. Bean. Whoa, Yale is going to spend 600 million. By the way, apparently he had a meeting with private security companies. They are going to get a share of 600 million. The lack of you wonder why a professor would be appointed in a political position. A professor. That is the kind of government that we have. They don't see their own faults. They don't see their own wrongs. They don't see that the situation where we are is because Bona, they did not of it's their responsibility to protect the country against illegal invasion. Because they take an oath. By its oath. Dinukwa, lidinukwa ni man. So hey, what's happening in KZN? Ladies and gentlemen, what's happening in KZN? It's but a sample. It's a taste. I don't know if I should use that. A sample of the failure of this government when it comes to illegal immigration, because it's only Malawians there. What about Pakistanis? How many Pakistanis do we have who are illegal here? How many Nigerians do we have? How many Somalis do we have? And other groups of illegal foreigners in the country, how many? They don't have those stats. Don't come with any number because you don't know. So these people, because bazo hamba laba bantu nisitshwala kabi nina government nisitshwala kabi lona litsamaka security detail lona you are protected wherever you go laba bantu bahlala nathi emakasi nisitshwala kabi.
Nena Nhlezi nethi go do your research before ukhulume ngezinto angazi kangakhi abantu bengithuma ukuthi ngiyokwenza i-research ngento engiyaziyo. Anyways, ngize la ne-research ukuze ngizokwazi ukuthi ngizontshela ukuthi ninamanga manisuke nithi abantu bangaphandle abayithatha imisebenzi. Ninamanga mangabe nithi abantu bangaphandle mabekhandela ama-product angene ama-tuck shop abulale iy'ngane into engekho leyo. Ninamanga mangabe nithi abantu bangaphandle abawu-undermine u-government wethu. Ninamanga uma ngabe nithi i-infrastructure la e-South Africa ifa ngenxa yahulumeni and not abantu bangaphandle. Ninamanga. Lawo manga lawo kumele siwaqede namhlanje. I-issue yokuqala ile yokuthi kunamalokhuzana kunama illicit goods axakile eSouth Africa. Siyayifanela nje neBanana Republic la umuntu angena azenzele noma yini ayithandayo. Bathi lana illicit goods severely threaten South Africa's economy, costing an estimated 100 billion annually and accounting for up to 20% of the parallel economy. The shadow market drains vital tax revenue from the fiscus, forces legitimate businesses to close, destroys tens of thousands of formal jobs, and funds dangerous organized criminal syndicates. Ngiyayiphinda. Destroys tens of thousands of formal jobs and funds dangerous criminal syndicates, organized criminal syndicates. So, ipoint yokuqala abayishoyo ukuthi there's a massive revenue loss. The government loses critical revenue meant for public services due to unpaid VAT, excise duties, and corporate taxes. For instance, the alcohol sector alone lost an estimated 16.5 billion in a single year, while illicit cigarettes make up the vast majority of the national market share in that product category. Point number 2, job destruction and deindustrialization. Rampant unfair competition from cheap counterfeit and smuggled goods undercut formal businesses. This widespread devastation has forced major manufacturers such as the British America Tobacco South Africa to close long-standing local production jobs. They had to close down local production facilities, therefore resulting in job losses. This severe impacts South Africa's compounding unemployment rate. Point number 3, sector-specific devastation. Beyond traditional retail, illicit trades severely damage the vital infrastructure. Illegal mining, precious metal smuggling, and rampant copper theft cost state-owned enterprises like Eskom and Transnet billions annually in lost productivity and repair costs. Point number 4, consumer danger. Illicit and counterfeit products entirely bypass quality and safety regulations. Items ranging from fake pharmaceuticals, abo Panado, nabo Grandpal, ababayi khandela bona, and toxic agri-chemicals to substandard electronic goods put consumer health at severe risk. Point number 5, erosion of governance. The enormous untaxed profits strengthen organized criminal networks enabling corruption that infiltrates regulatory bodies like the police, the border control. This undermines the institutional legitimacy and deters both domestic and foreign investment. Nibhizi nithi, yeah, we shouldn't be focusing on amalokuzana, ama-foreigners. We should be focusing on ama-investors and in international relations. Yonke lento is being sabotaged by lama syndicate lawa eniwabuka emancane nithi ama-tuck shops don't pose a threat, they are just crimes. These people are organized, these people are a syndicate, these people are funding ukuwa komnotho wethu, bese nina nithi sibanga umsindo ngezinto ezingekho. Ngicela ukuthi siyilweni into yokuthi kucanathe nanoma ubani la eSouth Africa. Ngicela ukuthi siyilweni into yokuthi kufanele ishintshwe iconstitution wethu, particularly the preamble ethi South Africa belongs to all who live in it, because iyona nto eyenza ukuthi abantu babe brazen kangaka in their disrespect, babe izinto ezizizwa zinendawo la. Ngoba wonke umuntu okhona eSouth Africa uyabelong eSouth Africa ngokusho kweconstitution yethu. So once we change that, and once we change nezinye zezinto esizaziyo ukuthi ziningi zi-problematic, njengokubuya komhlaba kwethu, njengokulwela ilokhuzana, ukushintshwa kwe-education system yethu, nangendlela i-health yethu eziconducta ngakhona, no-border control, ziningi izinto. You have options. Njengoba kuvuliwe ukuthi kuzo-reviewa i-constitution yethu, ngisicela ukuthi niparticipate guys. Kune-form kulink yami i-Google form, uzokwazi ukuthi uselect absolutely everything wena onesifiso sokuthi ishintshe kwi-constitution yethu. Ubhale ukuthi yindaba lezo zinto unesifiso sokuthi zishintshe, and awudingi ukubhala ama-sentence amade. You just need to ukuthi ubhale lento oyaziyo ukuthi it is closest to your heart, or lento oyaziyo ukuthi izokwenza umehluko omkhulu for i-future generation. Uyibhale, uyisubmit leyo form. Ama-submissions ayavalwa ngomhla ka-2 July, and we need at least 100 signatures, guys. The last time yenziwa le submission by SACR, yenziwa kwaba namalokhuzana ama-signatures out 30,000. We need to do at least 100,000. And ngiyazi ukuthi we can do a whole lot better, guys. Ngiyazi ukuthi singayibreaka i-record, sibuye no 500,000. Ngicela sizameni bakwethu, ngicela sizameni ingane zakwethu, because le umzabalazo wethu, i-modern day umzabalazo wethu lo, and kufanele siyiprove nathi ukuthi asikho ntengentenge, siyiprove ukuthi ngempela silikhathalele lelizwe.
George Orwell's novella, or in George Orwell's classic novella, Animal Farm. Oh, I love that book. Animal Farm. We see Napoleon using the 9 attack dogs, which represent, by the way, a totalitarian state in the book, right? Napoleon uses the dogs to intimidate and control people, and to further exile Snowball and intimidate and oppose, intimidate and arrest any opposition. He uses the same dogs that the human being used back in the day to control them, right? He uses the 9 attack dogs. For an ordinary South African today, the classic novel by George Orwell is not just a book only, but a representation of what's currently happening today in South Africa, where we are told that we are living in a democratic state. We are told that this is democracy. We see democracy, or we see a state of totalitarianism masquerading as democracy. 600 million rands set aside just for police and military and security personnel to take down anyone who stands up and says, I want a better future for South Africa. I am tired of a state that has no laws at all, that has become unlawful because of illegal, undocumented migrants. We are not saying on the 30th of June we want to kill people. We want to unalive people. We are not saying on the 30th of June we want to harm people, but we are saying we are going to march so that the government can see how serious the issue of undocumented migrants is in South Africa. And in response to that, what does the government of South Africa do? They take out 600 million rands. Do you know how much? Just for one day, 600 million rands to try and stop anyone who wants a better future for South Africa. Now, what does that tell you? One, it tells you that 600 million rands, I will get to it. I will talk about that 600, but it tells you that the government, they themselves are benefiting from undocumented migrants. This makes sense. Why? Zamazamas, for example, have guns, high military guns, have equipment to mine. Ask yourself, who stands to benefit from that? The very same government that today is providing 600 million rands. Let's get to the 600 million rands. In South Africa, you go as a young entrepreneur or as an entrepreneur person who wants to start a business and does not have the necessary funding or equipment or resources. You go to government and say, government, can I have funding to start my business? They will tell you, nah, we don't have funding, but we have 600 million rand to stop you from fighting undocumented foreigners who come into your country to start businesses and create a mafia state and remove you from any form or remove you from starting your own business because they are entitled now. They believe Guti, that business that you want to start belongs to them. Government will say, we don't have enough money. You go to a public hospital, they will tell you we do not have enough catheters, we do not have enough stoma bags, we do not have enough medication, we do not have enough healthcare workers, we do not have enough budget, but we have 600 million rands just for one day to stop you from marching and exercising your rights as an ordinary South African. 600 million rands, guys. That money can be used for alternative, high impact initiatives in South Africa. It can be used to hire even more border management officers to control the borders in South Africa. That 600 million rands can be used to pay amapoisa, better pay for police officers, military officers, to avoid them taking bribery from undocumented illegal migrants in South Africa. That same 600 million rands can be used to build state-of-the-art schools in townships or underdeveloped areas in South Africa. That 600 million rands that is used for one day can be used. Can be used to further sponsor, I don't know, or fund young entrepreneurs or young people with skills out there but do not have money to start something for themselves. And then they say, yeah, no, guys, this is a middle finger. This is basically the government saying this to you. They're giving you the middle finger. They're saying we don't care about you. Your votes doesn't matter because we want to take the very same money. We have money, we'll buy undocumented foreigners' IDs so that they can come and vote. We've seen it happening. So that they can come and vote. So we don't care about you. You are South African. We don't care about you. That's what they are saying to you. This, guys, I'm surprised to even see South Africans. There are South Africans that are out there who are living comfortably out there in their own homes, who are not affected at all by these things, saying, yeah, South Africans, you're stupid, you're lazy, what. Nah, you South Africans, yeah, it's a Zulu thing, because everything they want to blame Zulu. Education is important in everything. Let me not remind you that the very same Zulu nation that we are swearing today is the very same Zulu nation that fought for us when the British wanted to colonize us. Read your history, you'll understand that. They used spears, knockbeers, and cowsheds against the British army that came with guns and ammunition, live ammunition. Yet they conquered them. In Tabayo Kahlama. Read your history before you go around and saying, hey, Mazulu this, Mazulu that, Mazulu. Guys, South Africans are not angry enough. You're not angry enough. This is going to carry on. It's going to carry on because I don't know. But we will see on the 30th, guys.
Hello, Mzansi. Welcome to Mgoswa Mzansi. We all know that there are people who are always saying that there are people who are funding March and March. There are people who are funding Bophakela Umthakathi nabo ngizwe ukuthi baqoshe ama-illegal foreigners eSouth Africa. This is Umjomane. He is defending March and March. He's defending uJacinta ukuthi bantu abayekele ecamba amanga bathi Israel afunda iMarch and March. There are people who are funding iMarch and March. Ayikho yonke lento leyo yokuthi bayafundwa bayadendela amamarch because bayabona how illegal foreigners are really affecting abantu base South Africa. Do comment your thoughts down in the comment section. Don't forget to hit the notification bell. I'll see you in the next one. I'm signing out. Goodbye.